What's up, y'all? Espeon here, and today we're delving into a prized little gem. A game that I grew up playing. You know, I shouldn't have played this when I was but a wee lad. But I did anyway, and I'm glad I did because in this day and age, there is absolutely no way that game companies would have the balls to release a game like this. Unless you're some small indie developer who doesn't give a single fuck about the gaming meta. But this game came out when AAA devs weren't afraid of being canceled on Twitter. They were not afraid of internet drama over the game. And certainly were in the mindset of, let's make a game that will make us laugh as well as our consumers. Welcome everyone. My name is Espeon, and join me as we go back in time to the golden age of gaming and look at and review two games. Conker's Bad Fur Day and its reboot for the original Xbox, Conker Live and Reloaded.
Stupid logo. Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
So who is Conker, and what is this game? Well, many of you younger generation weren't around back then, or were too young to remember, but back in the day, games were great. Games were simple. Games were games. There were no microtransactions, no bugs, no live service, none of that. Nah, back then we had passion in the games industry. You had feeling. You had rareware. But I digress. Conker is a character that was made by Rareware for originally the game Diddy Kong Racing as a playable character. Afterwards, he did get his own spin-off game for the Game Boy Color called Conker Pocket Tales. But later on, someone over at Rare decided to make his own current console game. Now, you probably think he wanted to create a more cutesy game for this little adorable red squirrel, right? Oh, you wrong, fucko. This game was one of a kind. This was a game where the developer didn't care if the game was raunchy, didn't care if the characters swore, had sexual themes, or hell, are just flat out crude. This was a generation of games where cancellation was laughed at. It wasn't even a thought of when creating games. They just wanted to create a fun game for mature audiences. The simplest way to describe Conker's Bad Fur Day is Conker had a night of drinking with his buddies who were getting shipped out to war. He was trying to get home, and this was the whole story. The whole story was Conker trying to get home, but one drunken bender later, he ends up on this grand adventure that drags him through hell and back. And in the end, he becomes the king of the whole nation, I guess. Yeah, you can't make that up. It all happened within a day. Now, I remember playing this back in the day and having a great time. Minus some control problems. Graphically, oh well, let's be honest, both versions aren't the greatest nowadays, but back then these were state-of-the-art graphics for the N64 and the Xbox. Now this is all based on my memory when I was a young, naive kid. So now that I'm a jaded, near middle-aged man, let's see if this game still holds up to this day, shall we? So before we go into the story, I feel it is required that I bring up the antagonist of the whole series.
Hey, come watch
great mighty move.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Balls of brasa, polished to the nth degree.
Oh no. A bourgeois big bullet boiler. That's all I
Splat, face squidgy, very kinda. See.
Hey! Some wise guy's trying to steal our nice new hive again! It's the same little bastard! Come on, boys!
What again? Let's get it, boss.
Delicious. And familiar. Yes. I think you are my great grandson, Conker. Welcome to the family.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, what if you were to give this game to, say, 20 intelligent people? I mean, what would that do? Let's face it, what would it do? Really? That's interesting. What the f*** is that bloody squirrel? Quick, into character!
Yes, Mr. Squirrel. I'm the brain and the eyes, and he's the brawn.
Such a beautiful animal. Even though he is about to annihilate your squirrel, rip your limb from limb, you cannot help but admire his beauty.
Well, aside from every enemy in the game having their own story and reason for hating Conker, the main enemy is the fabled Panther King. He is the main reason why there is a target painted on Conker's back throughout the whole game. Now you probably wonder, what reason does this Panther King have to go after Conker? Did Conker steal something from him? Did he say some heresy and demand Conker's head for treason? Or did he do a crime so unspeakable that not even Rare at the time could say it? Well, no. The reason why Conker is the Panther King's target? Because the Panther King's table is missing a leg, and he hates how his milk keeps falling off the table and the glass keeps breaking. So, he demands Conker to fill in that gap, to be the new leg of the table.
Professor, welcome. I have a job for you. As you can see, the table.
The table, ah yes. So, you have spilled the milk again. Oh, that's not good, not good. Let me have a look at it for you. You'll never guess what? I think I have found the problem. Now, we have here, if you look, the table. If you analyze the table closely, as I have done, most particularly, you will see that there is a gap. And we're not talking any old gap here, my lord. It is a sizable one. Now, milk goes here. What happens? We have the fulcrum here, the milk here. The weight problem, not good. Milk falls off because of a gap. Yeah, that is what is the problem. The gap. I tried many things. I tried elephants, pot plants, many things. But the one thing, and I was sure of it at the time, I was sure it was a rodent.
Yes, that is the legit reason why the Panther King wants Conker brought to him. Not to kill him for disrespect, not for a crime. No, just because the Panther King needs a new leg for his table. I can't make this shit up even if I tried. But you now know the main antagonist of the game, so let's move on to the actual story bit, shall we? Alright, so these are the two main characters of the game, Conker and Barry. As I stated in the beginning, Conker originally started in Diddy Kong Racing as a playable character and has since been in 3 other games. That being Conker's Pocket Tales, a Game Boy Color game that's tailored around children, and that in that game you play as Conker and retrieve his birthday presents. Afterwards he appears in this game, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and the remake, Live and Reloaded. And let's just say these are not kid-friendly in the slightest. And yet I played them when I was a wee lad.
Well, there I am. Conker the King. King of all the land. Who'd have thought that? But how did I come to this, I hear you say? And who are those strange fellows that surround my throne? I hear you also say. Well, it's a long story. Come closer, and I'll tell you. It all started yesterday. And what a day that was. It's what I call a bad fur day.
Barry is Conker's girlfriend. I don't know when that happened because, according to what I was reading about Pocket Tales, she was only listed as Conker's friend. Yeah, I guess even back in the 90s we were getting some Zootopia vibes, eh? Yeah, she started in Pocket Tales as Conker's friend and helps him get his presents back. Her design... Yeah, let's not even try to hide it. She's pretty much just a Rare's version of Lola Bunny. I mean, look at her. You can't look at Barry and say that it was either heavily inspired by her or just wholeheartedly just Lola Bunny. And much like how when I said back in the Dear Avenger series, with Bambo, I have a strong suspicion that Barry was a sexual awakening for a lot of furries and sex-starved teens back in the day, much like Jessica Rabbit, much like Lola Bunny.
They're off tomorrow to some, I don't know, fight some war somewhere. Anyway, I'll see ya. Love you. I think she bought it. Conker, put the phone down. Oh, right. Whose round is it? Yours. What, again? Okay. Can someone lend me a $5?
A few minutes later.
I don't feel so good now.
you guys enjoy yourself and all that, and I'll probably see you sometime next week. I gotta go home. I'll go this way. Oh, no, that's the toilets. No, this way. Yeah, that's better. Oh no. It's gonna be one of those days.
Now that we got the initial info of the story, let's go over it real quick. So, as we know, Conker's main goal is to go home and go to sleep. Holy shit, does he have to go through hoops and other kinds of bullshit to even get that? Let's see. Like help a queen bee get her hive back from some mobster wasps.
Ever shall we do? My beautiful hive is gone. Oh, I'll never see it again now.
What do you want me to do about it?
Please get it back for us. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do.
Okay, calm down. I'll go and get it for you. Now, where is it?
Oh, just follow the signs. Oh.
Hey, some wise guy's trying to steal our nice new hive.
Come on, boss. Let's go get it.
Yeah, let's get him. Oh, huh? I'm gonna sting your butt.
I'll get it, boss.
Still. Come here, you shorty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna sting your butt. Come here, you shorty.
I'll get it, boss.
Still. Why you?
Eat that, mother buzzer.
Help a crate get a larger crate off his head because they're scared of a fucking mouse.
I say, little fella, you better get this fat-ass bitch off of my back pronto.
Gee, so many people around here want me to solve their problems. What are you gonna do for me then?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You get rid of that freaking mouse critter, and maybe I'll help you out. Just maybe. Oh, just one more thing. I say, just one more thing. You might run into my friend, Bird. Just mention my name, Jack, and everything will be just dandy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! I think I've had too much!
I couldn't have lasted a moment longer there. Thank you very much, Mr. Squirrel. Now, there's something real neat inside that barn. You just gotta get in there, Sonny.
Help a deadbeat king bee fuck a big booba sunflower.
Hey, buddy. Can you spare me a dime? Hey, buddy. Don't ignore me. Oh, they always ignore me. Hey!
Oh. What do you want?
You know, in my own country, I am a king.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That bitch threw me out. Apparently, the hive keeps getting stolen. Well, I don't care. I couldn't fit in the thing anyway. You seen how fat she is? Bitch. Now I'm reduced to the states of a bum.
Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go now.
You're like the rest of them. I ain't gonna tell you about the big-breasted babe then.
The big what?
Thought that might have got your attention. She's lovely. That's why the wife kicked me out. All I want to do is pollinate her. Oh, she's got stigmas like you wouldn't believe.
What do you mean? I thought you said you had big...
Yeah, over there, behind us.
Hang on a second. Breast. She's a sunflower.
Yeah, what did you expect her to be? She's a sunflower with big breasts. I'm a bee. Stupid bastard.
Okay, I need to get fence now.
Sorry. You gotta help me out, buddy. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, what's in it for me?
Cash?
That'll do. But I thought you were begging.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Hey, can you help me out here? There's a guy over there, he said he wants to... something to do with stigmas. Not quite sure. Pollinate you? Sounds a bit strange, but...
Go away. Ooh, that big tail of yours is far too tickly.
No, you don't understand. Hey...
Get that big, long, hairy tail away from me.
I'll suit yourself then.
Be like that.
There you go. She's all yours.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm going in. Wish me luck, fella. Cheers, little fella. I feel like a new man.
So do I. Conker, honey, fancy going for a bounce?
A bounce? Okay. Now this is what I call a platform game.
Fight a giant pile of shit, literally, as he sings in an opera fashion.
The great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat? Do you really think you'll survive in here? You don't seem to know which creek you're in. Sweet corn is the only thing that makes it through my rear. How do you think I keep this lovely grin? Have some more caviar. Now I'm really getting rather mad. You're like a niggly, tickly, shitty little tag nut. When I've knocked you out with all my bab, I'm going to take your head and ram it up my butt.
Your butt?
My butt.
Your butt?
That's right, my butt.
Ugh.
My butt. My butt!
Help a deaf and gay Siamese cog get... Siamese twin cog get 3 female cogs.
Why is it everybody's so offensive around here?
Either bring me back me missing cogs. Oh,
You don't have to shout.
I'm deaf. Speak up. Oh,
Hang on a second.
Well, hello there. And aren't you the handsome one? Tell me, would you be prepared to do me a small favor? A little help, of course.
Hi. And, yes, I would. Maybe.
You see, my other self has lost a few of his, shall we say, friends. And if you don't get them back, my life will be a misery. It already is.
And?
Just get them back. There's a good fellow. Ta-ta, ta-ta.
You swat! Don't ever do that again! Now off! Hey, oh, bloody hell! Come on, put it on, quick! Put it on, I like it like that. Oh! Oh! Fan-fucking-tastic!
Oh, hang on, I think I got it on the wrong way round.
Black bugger you have? What you doing? What? Ah,
I gotta get off this thing! Food.
Whoa! Oh! Oh! Twatting shite! That's tossed it right up there.
I do declare, ladies, we are free at last to exact our revenge on this evil cock. Grab him!
Oh! 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 Oh no! Not Mr. Big Cock. That's me, buggered. I'm out of here.
I don't know what his problem is. I find it rather delicious. Thank you, Mr. Squirrel.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yes, and I'll think you'll find that your little problem outside has been thoroughly taken care of.
Oh, cool.
Now, good day to you, sir.
Toffee nose snob.
Why, thank you, Mr. Squirrel. Come on, ladies. It's the Caribbean Furs.
Oh, hi,
Fight in a prehistoric time.
Yeah, I'll just wait here and follow you guys.
Being worshipped like a god.
Oh, not these guys again. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, I'm great. I know. Yeah. Okay, those rock monster guys up there. Do you like them? Well, I don't like them either. It's time to get rid of them? Sure. Okay, follow me.
Make a dino friend.
La la ba la, la 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 ba la. Ooh da dee da ra ro da da do. La ba 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 la dum be la ya.
Oh, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, keep still. Okay, big fella, I think it's time for hors d'oeuvres. I know you're not a vegetarian, but I think we should go for the meat and two veg. Looks like it needs a bit of tenderizing, though, if you know what I mean. Right, you. I think this is where we say goodbye. Oh, no, don't start that. Look, I know we had a good time together, but the fun's over now. Go on, off with ya. That's it. Right, bedtime. Hey, no, what are you doing? Stop following me. Go back. No, go on. Oh, this is... What? Well, right. Fetch. Good. Psychology. Always works with these animals. Now then, let's see. Babe time.
See cave woman booba.
Babe. Where are those big babes? Huh? Paradise.
Wakey, wakey, slumberland gone. Oh, you're so cute though.
Hello. Hello. I love you.
No, love you no more. Squidfudgy Jugger, no.
What? No. We can work it out.
Squidfudgy break Jugger's heart.
No, I'll be good. I'll be really good. I'll be a new scroll. The drink's out. Whatever you've heard about me, it's not true. It's totally exaggerated. Nope.
Joker puts graffiti here. Joker not like goodbyes. But bye-bye. You go. You go.
Bye-bye, then.
I love you always.
Bye-bye. Oh, well. Oh. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Fight your vampire ancestors, fight in a war, and finally go into the Matrix. All just to go home and go to bed. Conker does have quite the bad fur day ahead of him. Now, if it isn't already obvious, there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of movie references in this game. Like, almost every encounter in every chapter is based on a movie. For example, the final encounter in the barn, the big old hay bale, when you're on the final part of his fight, it turns into a reference to Terminator. The whole war chapter is based on Saving Private Ryan, or, obviously, D-Day during World War II. The Matrix scene. Kinda self-explanatory, you are literally in the fucking Matrix. And the final boss is deadass a xenomorph from Alien. Not only that, not only does this game have an overabundance of movie references, but also a lot of fourth wall breaking.
The game's locked up. I don't believe it. What is this? Is this the testing department's day off or something? This gives me an idea. Hello? If there are any software engineers that can hear me, just, type something in. Alright, yeah, hello. Right, here's the plan. I won't tell anyone that there's been a lockup, quite a bad one at that, left in the game. If you will say, well, I don't know, help me out with this guy here. What do you think?
Now I know that all I said sounds ludicrous and ridiculous for a video game nowadays. I mean, come on. Who could add an objective where you are helping a bee fuck a flower? Well, as I stated in the beginning of the video, a company who made games to make games that are fun, and without the fear of being cancelled, and getting people on Twitter to post cringe about your game saying it's destroying gaming. Like nowadays, much like I said in the beginning of the video, you will never see a game like this ever again. But anyway, we got the story somewhat, right? Well, how's the gameplay? Let's go ahead and move to the next section and see if this game for the Nintendo 64 has controls that are decent, or at least up to today's gaming standards, shall we?
Okay, soldier, move it out.
Alright, the gameplay. Now let's bear in mind right now that this game was originally made for the Nintendo 64. And if boomers like me remember, those controllers were a wild contraption that I can only imagine that the Nintendo 64 developers thought by the time the 64 came out, humans will have developed a third arm and hand. But anyway, with that out of the way, I'll go ahead and say it. The controls aren't as bad as I expected. I haven't touched this game in decades, and when I booted it up on my emulator, yes, I emulate games. Nintendo is crying in their golden beds. Their employees are currently suffering from mass famine. But anyway, I plugged my controller in, my Xbox One controller, and played it, and I was genuinely shocked that it played really well. It wasn't like when I played Gex Enter the Gecko and I wanted to blow my brains out because of the platformer controls. Now, the controls aren't perfect. It is a 64 game after all. It still does feel like that you are sliding on ice majority of the time, and the camera controls are abysmal. But it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. The only issue I encountered that I thought the controls were horrendous was whenever I was swimming underwater. Aside from swimming underwater, the gameplay has been a pleasant surprise. Now, this is me writing this as I'm playing. I'm sure my opinion may change, but let's find out. Okay, I was wrong. This is me post-beating the game, and holy shit, after I said that, god damn did this game go from controls are alright to, guess what, your analog sticks are on overdrive. Now, this could be due to my emulator, but I'm gonna go ahead and just assume that it was a game thing. Either way, when you are not moving, doing platformer stuff, and you have to aim, oh boy does this game get annoying. Now again, this is probably because of the fact that I've been using an Xbox One controller to play this the entire time. And maybe it doesn't like the analog sticks on the Xbox, but holy shit, when you are aiming, swimming, flying, riding a barrel, driving a fucking tank, or doing the so long, gay Bowser, to the xenomorph at the end.
So long, gay Bowser!
It is rough managing Conker. But aside from those issues, again, I was genuinely shocked at how well the game surprisingly played. And I'm happy that despite it being decades old now, it still puts a smile on my face. Now that we looked at the original Conker's Bad Fur Day and see that despite it being old as dirt and having some questionable controls and having a, well, for its time story, as I'll put it, should it be preserved? Well, we're going to hold off on that for now because I want to also throw its reboot for the Xbox in there as well and rate them collectively. And with that, let's go ahead and move 4 years into the future. To 2005, where the original Xbox and PS2 reigned supreme, and Rareware was bought by Microsoft, and with it, reboots of classics started releasing to the masses, and Conker was no exception. Live and Reloaded released July of 2005, and is it what we all want remakes to be? A better, more fleshed out version of the story? Well, in most cases for Conker, yes, that is the case. Live and Reloaded is in essence Bad Fur Day redone in a more modern light. Though there are some changes to the game that, if you are a fan of the original gameplay, will throw you off completely. But don't take my word for it, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about by diving into the gameplay of Live and Reloaded firsthand. Well, to start, let's go ahead and bring up the changes that are in Live and Reloaded compared to the other game. For starters, the game has more censorship in this game than in the previous game.
And I am going to throw my at you. How about some scat, you little
In the original game, words like fuck and cunt were censored, whereas everything else was free game. Nowadays, nearly almost every curse in the game is censored. That's more than likely because of the way games were getting rated in 2005. That and Microsoft probably forced that on the Rare when rebooting the game. Another thing that was changed was the combat. Instead of pressing B and job's done, it turns into an over-the-shoulder style combat-based game, which isn't bad. It'll take some time to get used to, but it's fine. Another thing that's been added is extra enemies in certain areas. These little fucks in the steel balls are seemingly everywhere now for no reason other than to add extra difficulty, I guess? The aiming mechanics are surprisingly better, and I can't believe I never noticed this, or rather brought it up. But who over at Rareware is the psychotic motherfucker that plays with default inverted controls? Are you insane? Anyway, the aiming mechanics feel a lot smoother than how it felt on the Nintendo 64, but currently I'm playing through the game as I'm writing this part. Maybe when I get to where I broke on the 64 version will also be the time I break on this one. Let's go ahead and take a look. Honestly, after playing the final bit in Live Reloaded, I was both satisfied but also disappointed. On the one hand, this remake did enhance the gameplay exponentially. However, it made it more of a downgrade to myself. While I love the graphics and the music and the gameplay, bar the artificial difficulty with the extra adds to spots where they make no sense, but everything felt great. The fact that the game had to get heavily censored is a grave misfortune. Because the thing that makes the game was in the freedom of the making of it. The characters were crude, they were belligerent, they were, for all intents and purposes, they were relatable. And they had character. The censors, for some reason, I can't really put my finger on it, just kill it for me. But in the end, this is a good remake, and I'm glad it stayed true to the original story, even if things like shit and twat and other ridiculous swears were censored. So in the end, much like the title of the video suggests, this game cannot and will never be recreated. And a game like this will never be made again. Conker's Bad Fur Day was a mark in gaming history, and it should be remembered as the game that, despite how today's generation is, despite shit like Sweet Baby Inc. and these other companies that spread this quote-unquote woke agenda, you can make a game about a greedy, vulgar British squirrel and have him go on an adventure of obnoxiously funny moments stemming from classic movies, stereotypes, edgy and crude humor, and still make it successful. And you can make it a successful stepping stone into gaming history. Conker's Bad Fur Day and its remake absolutely deserves to be preserved, and it should get remade again, but not with the shitty censors that were placed on it prior. Let Conker swear, let him say fuck, let the great mighty Pooh sing his song to the fullest, let this game never die. Anyways, Conker. As a whole, enjoy your spot in our vault of gaming history with a rousing 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this took way too long to get out there, since the last one I did was Shadow of the Colossus, and ooh-wee, that was a long time ago. But we are back doing more of these, just after I finish 2 more videos. And the next one of these is gonna be yet another classic from the golden age of gaming. Imagine, if you will, a famed Nintendo franchise, but turned into paper. Anyway, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, comment your thoughts, and as always, don't forget to subscribe for more, and with that, my name has been Espeon, and I will see you all in the next video.